What's going on, everybody, on the We Go Beast Mode channel? I'm We Go Beast Mode Bedlam, and what I have for you today is a crazy, insane gameplay by none other than We Go Beast Mode Calamity himself. I watched this video and I could not believe what he did in this gameplay. The gameplay you'll be watching is a solo killstreakless chem strike on the map Stormfront. He was playing some domination, and when I started watching this, I'm like, Stormfront? He did this on Stormfront? Of all maps to pull this type of gameplay on was on Stormfront. I was like, are you kidding me, Calamity? So if you're watching this, Calamity, kudos, man. I really enjoyed watching this. If you guys haven't already, go over to his channel and subscribe to Calamity. He is such a nasty player, so consistent. He gets these gameplays like they're nothing. Like me, myself, I get some pretty decent gameplays usually. Most of the time I do. But he is so consistent with these gameplays. He can get them left, right, and center like it's nothing. And he's a very good player. Go check him out, and his commentaries are very good, on point. I really do enjoy watching his content, and I know you guys will too. So what I want to talk about today is I want to talk about the guns in Call of Duty Ghosts. So as you see right here, he's rocking actually the gold honey badger, which is probably my favorite gun in the game. It already has a built-in silencer. What more could you ask for that? You throw grip and extended mags on there, and that gun is like the ACR of MW3. And you know, I'm probably going to get someone to comment back, it's not the ACR. Well, I'm not saying it's the ACR. I'm saying it's like the ACR of Modern Warfare 3. The Honey Badger is one of the most used guns in the game. If you guys don't believe me, next time you're in a lobby, go over to everybody's stats in the lobby and see what gun they use the most. It's mainly the Honey Badger, the MTAR, the AK, or the Remington. It's a known fact. And if you guys didn't know, the MTAR actually just got nerfed yesterday. I think it was yesterday or the day before. It was actually something to do with headshot multiplier, which I don't think is really going to do that much. I think the gun needs to be nerfed, to be honest, because I see a lot of scrubby little players pick up that gun and they do good with it, and they pick up another gun and they can't do good with that gun. And it sucks, because that gun can be used by anybody and anybody can do good with that gun. But if they pick up, like, say, an SA-805, they can't do as good. They pick up the Vepr, they can't do as good. As you guys know, the SMGs did get buffed. I think the one that benefited the most from the buff was actually the Bison. What I like to use on the Bison is grip and extended mags. Very good combo. As we know, the Bison does have some kick, so if you throw grip on that bad boy, kick's gone, and it just melts people with muzzle brake. I won't put silencer on that. The only SMG I use silencer on is actually the MTAR, but I like to use extended mags and silencer, extended mags and muzzle brake. I like to put muzzle brake on all my SMGs because they're not as strong as the ARs. We know this game is AR dominant, so I like to put muzzle brake so I can at least stand a little bit to the ARs, but I'm more of an AR player anyway. One of my favorite guns before it got nerfed was the AK-12. Silencer extended mags was such an amazing combo on that gun, but now because of the view kick, it's not as good as it used to be. But if you throw grip and silencer on that bad boy, it feels like the AK-12 of old, like when the game first came out. Such an amazing gun. And to be honest, a lot of people don't know why the AK-12 got patched. Everybody was wondering why. Well, here's the reason why. It's because the Maverick came out, and the Maverick was similar to the AK-12. A lot of people knew that. They nerfed it so the Maverick could come out and everybody would go buy the Maverick because they wanted people to buy the DLC because they know Call of Duty Ghosts was dying. SMG that least benefit from the buff was the Vepr. All the Vepr really got was you could ADS faster after sprinting or something like that. That's what I heard. The Vector was already an amazing SMG before the buff, but after the buff it seems even better. I use extended mags and muzzle brake on that gun and it just melts dudes, like literally melt. It's a great gun. If you guys haven't tried that setup, use it on the Vector. Muzzle brake and extended mags. Great setup. Bison, try muzzle brake and grip. For the CBJ or whatever that gun's called, I usually use grip and silencer or grip and muzzle brake. That's what I like on that gun because there is some kick to that gun as well. But another good gun, and it's very underrated, is actually the S8, 805, the SC2010. Like, these guns are good. The FAD. The MSBS was such a great gun until a lot of pro players started crying about it and it got patched. I don't understand why people was crying about the MSBS, about, oh, it's killing me in one burst. Well, it's a 3-round burst weapon. It's supposed to kill in a burst. That's how strong that gun is. What are they going to do, cry about marksman rifles because it kills you in 1 to 2 shots? It's a marksman rifle. That's what it does. Stop being You know, these people cry so much about guns. They cry so much about perks, but they can't just play the game properly. Like, just enjoy the game. Stop crying about stuff getting patched. But This commentary is coming to an end. Go over and subscribe to We Go Beast Mode Calamity. Tell them that We Go Beast Mode Bedlam sent you. Come over to my channel and subscribe to me if you liked my commentaries, as I do post gameplays as well. Subscribe to We Go Beast Mode if you haven't already. Hit that like button because it does help us get out there. And for now, love, peace, and chicken grease.